Welcome back to Ask Dr. Clarke. Today's topic, and it's an important one, is my spouse is in a midlife crisis. I received an email from a subscriber, I think to the podcast as well as to the YouTube channel, and she's written me a question, and it's a doozy, and I'm going to answer it. Here's her email, which, by the way, was very gracious. Hello, Dr. Clarke. I enjoy listening to your podcast while painting my daughter's bedroom. Now, that's a good use of time. Thanks for your important work, ! Look, I like this person already. This is important work. Here's the sad news. My husband of almost 26 years moved out and filed for divorce 2 months later. Yeah, he's not wasting any time, moving like a freight train. These are my little comments about what she's saying. People in sin always move fast. We have 4 children. 3 are teenagers, 1 is an adult, out of the home, 3 girls and a boy, and 3 are still at home. Like this moron, this dirtball cares. Here's some of the mistakes she's making, which I'll get into. We have gone to 2 family counseling sessions and 2 marriage counseling sessions, with the 3rd scheduled for both next week. He, the husband, and the kids suggested family counseling, and he suggested marriage counseling. Why? He has no interest in the marriage. I'll tell you why, just to look good. We'll get more into that. Dr. Clarke gets ahead of himself. My husband seems determined to divorce, yeah, you better believe he is, and makes multiple blanket statements describing me. Okay, here are the lame excuses. They always have a stupid little list. Here's his first one. You never change your mind. You don't compromise. See, just global statements. Here's one of the stupidest ones I've ever heard. You never told me, this is the guy talking to her, you never told me I was handsome our entire marriage. Are you kidding? Well, maybe he's not. Who knows? It's ridiculous. You didn't initiate sex enough. I knew that would make the list. You know what? These are not biblical reasons for divorce. I want this dear lady to know, and you to know. Now here she continues. He had also asked for a list of my needs in marriage so he can study it. What a joke. That's just to look good, like he cares about your needs. Mister, I'm divorcing you for dumb reasons. And I asked for his as well. Don't waste your time. We went back and forth emailing several times. The top areas of conflict are spirituality and sex. Well, yet join the club. Same for the blonde and I. These are things we have to struggle with. Who cares? Work it through. He's not going to do that. His career, faith, and marriage are all in crisis. Man, are they ever. And she says, if you don't have one already, a video, can you address midlife crisis situations? Yes, I can. I'm doing that right now. Also, how do I know when to say I'm letting you go? Yeah, right about now, actually. Then she asks, how much do you charge for a phone consultation? Well, I'll answer that very quickly. No smoke and mirrors here. It's $200 for 45 minutes. I usually, in the phone advice session, it's once or twice. I'll sell you a book. I'll get the background. I'll give you a solid plan of action, a biblical plan of action moving forward. Then you can follow up with a local counselor in your area if you want to. Okay, here are my answers to her questions, this whole midlife crisis situation. 1, God doesn't give him a pass because of his midlife crisis. He can work through his midlife crisis without divorcing you and destroying the family. So we don't let him hide behind the midlife crisis. It's called sin. He is sinning. 2, he's in serious sin. He's divorcing you for no biblical reason because he wants to keep on being selfish and keep on sinning. That's the cover that our society will give him for sinning. Oh, midlife crisis. Well, okay, can't help it. Baloney. You can't so. Number 3, I want this dear lady and any of you out there or friends of yours in this kind of a situation with a spouse who wants out. I wrote a book with that title, My Spouse Wants Out. Very simple, practical, straightforward book that will give you an action plan to deal with this kind of a spouse. And it is a tough love plan. 4, stop marriage counseling and stop family counseling right stinking now. They are a colossal waste of time. It only is helping him feel good about himself. He wants to look good and help everyone adjust to his destruction of the family. Don't bother. You and the kids can continue in counseling to deal with the destruction he's putting on you. But he's not invited. He's on his own. He'll have a fit. Who cares? It might make his midlife crisis worse. Yeah, whatever. It can't be any worse. You cut him out of the herd and you move on without him. He's even got the kids on board with family counseling. Don't bother with that. 5, I want you to turn the tables on him. That's what this book will help you do, with righteous anger driving you. You tell him, once you're ready, you've seen of course, I guess you have an attorney now, you get the money set, you tell him, I'm done, and I don't want you. You shove it right back in his stupid face. You only communicate when necessary. You provide no services for him, no time together as a couple, no time together as a family. You don't sit with him in church. These sinners, let's say I'm a sinner, I'm divorcing you. Well, let's have family time. Let's go out to eat. Let's be reasonable, even though I'm ruining your whole life. No. He's a pariah. Leave him alone. If there's still stuff he's got in your home, bag it up in garbage bags and get rid of it. Send it on its way. You want all of his stuff out. And we'll see how he likes that. We're going to give him a taste of divorce. We hope he doesn't like it. Even if it doesn't make any difference in his life, he's already a goner. It will empower you, but I'm telling you, it's the best chance to shake this sinner up. Next, if he repents and owns his sin, cancels the divorce, and wants you back, and let's hope that happens. With my approach of tough love, it's the only way I've ever seen that happen. You don't do marriage counseling even at that point. This guy needs individual counseling to get his head on straight, get back with God, and work through his midlife crisis. Let's make sure he's repentant and gets his work done. And again, I'd get the book, My Spouse Wants Out, on my website, davideclarkephd.com. That's Clarke with an E. Now, if you're finding these videos helpful, they're straight to the point. I hope they're practical. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and tap the like button, and share these videos with people that you know. And just like this dear lady did, who's a podcast subscriber as well as a YouTube subscriber, write me an email. If you have a question you'd like me to answer or a topic you'd like me to address in one of these Ask Dr. Clarke videos, all you have to do is email me. You can email it straight to me, David E. Clarke. That's Clarke with an E on the end, David E. Clarke, PhD, @gmail.com.